Wait, what? Is he really the father of this new baby? The rumors have been flying, and the truth might just shock you. Today, we're diving into this unexpected story that's got everyone talking. Stick around as we uncover the facts, connect the dots, and reveal what's really going on in this intriguing family twist. Tori Roloff has recently shared a little-known behind-the-scenes secret about her time on Little People, Big World, shedding light on the way TLC's reality TV shows were filmed, and revealing the surprisingly limited communication between cast members across different series on the network. In a candid conversation on the latest episode of her and her husband Zach Roloff's podcast, Raising Heights, Tori, who starred on Little People, Big World for over a decade, opened up about the unique and somewhat controlled environment created by TLC while filming the hit reality show. According to Tori, one of the network's strategies was to actively discourage cast members from connecting with each other. "I don't think TLC wanted the talent to be mingling," Tori revealed during the Thursday, January 23 episode of the podcast. "I don't think they wanted the talent to talk to each other." The couple, who made their final appearance on the show during its season 25 finale, have often spoken about the challenges and dynamics of their experience on the series, but Tori's revelation was one of the more eye-opening aspects of their conversation. She didn't stop there. Tori went on to explain that while she understands why TLC took such a step, the isolation between cast members across various shows on the network had its pros and cons, and honestly, "I see why," she added, acknowledging that in a reality TV world where competition and dramatic storylines are essential for ratings, TLC may have felt that keeping cast members apart would be in their best interest to avoid conflicts, or perhaps even prevent the sharing of behind-the-scenes insights that could alter the course of the show's narrative. Tori and Zach both mentioned that, despite this limitation, their journey with Little People, Big World was an enriching experience overall. They starred in the show beginning in its 10th season, and after more than a decade, their departure marked a major shift for both the show and their personal lives. While they did not explicitly say whether they were encouraged to avoid contact with others in a way that felt restrictive, the implication was clear. The network created a distinct divide between different reality stars, almost as if they were kept within their own individual bubbles, preventing them from forming any close relationships with one another. In the podcast episode, the couple also touched on their recent interaction with another familiar face from the TLC family, Jinger Duggar Vuolo, who rose to fame as part of the controversial reality show 19 Kids and Counting. Tori and Zach, who had never met Jinger and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, in person before, were able to finally cross paths with the duo earlier this month. When speaking about the encounter, Tori expressed how refreshing it was to connect with someone who had shared similar experiences in the reality TV world. "TLC was probably scared," Tori quipped, suggesting that the network might have feared the potential for cast members to form alliances or share too much about their behind-the-scenes experiences. Zach added, "We weren't all like unionized. Reality TV wasn't unionized." The mention of the Duggar family cast was not just about a pleasant reunion, but a realization for Tori and Zach about the impact of working in an isolated reality TV environment. Tori remarked that the lack of communication between talent could have potentially hindered the sense of community among reality stars, making it difficult to navigate the highs and lows of their shared experiences. "We talked a little bit about that with Jinger and Jeremy, and how that would have been nice to have that communication with somebody else that was doing the same thing you were doing," she reflected, hinting that a more open channel for communication could have led to stronger connections between the people behind the cameras, helping them feel less alone. While they acknowledged that the experience of meeting Jinger and Jeremy in person was a positive one, with Tori describing them as some great people, the encounter also highlighted the stark contrast between how their personal lives were filmed and how other shows like 19 Kids and Counting might have been managed. Despite the network's strict control over the personal relationships between cast members, Tori and Zach were able to forge a connection with the Vuolos, enjoying their time together as a refreshing break from the constraints that had defined their years on TLC. Beyond their discussion of TLC's communication policies, the podcast episode also touched on their own personal transitions since leaving Little People, Big World. The couple recently found themselves in the media spotlight once again, with Tori's revelation of her father-in-law Matt Roloff's new look making headlines. Matt, who had been part of the Roloff family's long-running TLC series since its inception, recently debuted a dramatic new hairstyle, revealing a longer, more carefree haircut that surprised many fans who were accustomed to his cropped look. Posting a picture on Instagram from a recent trip to the beach, Matt shared his excitement for this new phase in his life, captioning the photo, "Livin' and Lovin' Life." Fans quickly took to social media to comment on his new look, comparing his longer hair to that of other reality stars, notably Kody Brown from Sister Wives, and joking that his fiancée, Karen Chandler, might be the one behind the change. While some fans welcomed Matt's transformation and embraced the fresh style, others speculated that the new look was indicative of a midlife crisis, or perhaps a prank of some sort. Some even questioned if the image was digitally altered or AI-generated, given the drastic change in his appearance. Matt, however, remained quiet about the reactions and has not commented on the flood of opinions surrounding his makeover. What was clear, though, was that his new hairstyle symbolized a fresh chapter for him, as he takes a break from the grueling years of filming and production that had defined his life on Little People, Big World. As for the future of Little People, Big World, many fans have been wondering whether the show will return for a season 26. After the departure of Tori and Zach, the show has been left in a bit of limbo, with fans speculating about whether TLC will continue to invest in the series. However, Matt Roloff himself seems content with the idea of saying goodbye to the cameras. In a recent interview with Entertainment Weekly, Matt shared his thoughts on the show's future, admitting that after nearly 400 episodes, he feels as though he has said everything he needed to say on television. "The idea of not doing any more TV at all sounds fine by me," he confessed, acknowledging that the time spent on Little People, Big World had been a remarkable chapter of his life. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the show's renewal, Matt expressed gratitude for all the opportunities it had brought his family over the years. With season 25 marking a potential end for the series, Matt emphasized that he was thankful for the journey, but he was also ready to step back and embrace a quieter life away from the cameras. "I don't know what my life would have been like without the People, Big World." As for the future of Little People, Big World, many fans have been wondering whether the show will return for a season 26. After the departure of Tori and Zach, the show has been left in a bit of limbo, with fans speculating about whether TLC will continue to invest in the series. However, Matt Roloff himself seems content with the idea of saying goodbye to the cameras. In a recent interview with Entertainment Weekly, Matt shared his thoughts on the show's future, admitting that after nearly 400 episodes, he feels as though he has said everything he needed to say on television. "The idea of not doing any more TV at all sounds fine by me," he confessed, acknowledging that the time spent on Little People, Big World had been a remarkable chapter of his life. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the show's renewal, Matt expressed gratitude for all the opportunities it had brought his family over the years. With season 25 marking a potential end for the series, Matt emphasized that he was thankful for the journey, but he was also ready to step back and embrace a quieter life away from the cameras.